Hey guys, it's Sean. I posted a video a while back, and people seem to be confused about how to drive manual, so I'm going to redo it. It's going to be a lot more simple. So what you want to do is your friend or your mom, your dad, grandpa, whatever, toss you the keys and say, drive my car, and you're like, crap, I don't know how to drive stick. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to get the keys and you're going to get the key. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip out the key. Hi to you too. You're going to get the key and you're going to put it in the ignition. But some cars, they're a little bit different how to start. With all manual cars, I highly suggest starting the car with the e-brake on, which it should be, and the clutch pressed in. There'll be 3 pedals. I don't know, the lighting's no justice, but you got your gas, your brake, and then you got your clutch. So what you want to do when you want to start your car, you press the clutch all the way down and keep your foot on the brake and kind of leave the e-brake on. As you see right now, I'm in reverse. But you could start the car in gear, but that means you just can't let go of the clutch. But in this case, I'll start the car in neutral. And the way you can tell it's in neutral is if you pull it back and you can move the stick shift back and forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the car here. And the car is started. And I can release the clutch safely. See? And I can still have the brake. I can remove myself from the brake because my e-brake's pressed. But I want to get going here. So what you want to do is you want to put your foot on the brake and you want to depress the clutch all the way down. Then you want to take your e-brake and release it, so just push the button and pull up. And now you want to put it in first gear. Well, you just find it. Usually it's pretty self-explanatory. For my reverse, there's a little lever on the bottom and you just pull up and you slide all the way forward, and that's reverse. But first gear is just all the way forward to the left, and then second's all the way back as far as you go on the left, and then third's middle, and then fourth, and then fifth. So what you want to do is you want to put it in first gear. Like right now, if I let off the clutch, still nothing. I let off the clutch here. So now I'm going to push the clutch back in, put it in first gear. And now this is where the part where everyone either stalls the engine or panics. So it's quite simple here. What you want to do, and this is how I was taught, actually I taught myself, my dad did nothing. What you want to do is, I have that in first gear. You want to release I'll remove myself from the brakes here. And I'm not going to roll back because I'm on a steady surface, but if you're on a hill, this is where it gets tricky. But for beginners, always start on like a level surface. So what you want to do is you want to kind of get your foot over by the gas. You're not going to floor the gas at all. And what you want to do is you want to slowly release the clutch until your car starts to grab. And you're going to be able to feel it. You'll see it in the RPMs too. I'll do it here for example. And see how my RPM kind of drop there? At that point when you feel the car start to grab, but you want to do this really slowly until you feel it grab. And then right when the car grabs, here, I'll do it. It's grabbing about right now. You give it a little bit of gas. And then you slowly, at the same time I'm giving a little bit of gas, you release off the clutch. And now you're moving. And now it's pretty simple to drive. And when you want to come to a stop, a complete stop, just push in the clutch and then hit the brake, and then come to a stop. But I'm going to keep going here, and I'll show you how to shift. So after you do that, it's quite simple. All you have to do is shift, and you're like, well, how do you do that? Well, it's the same process as starting off, and all you're going to do is you're going to press the clutch in, release the gas, and shift in the second. So I'm pressing the clutch in, I released off the gas, put in second, and then I just gave it gas. That's simple. And you don't have to always hit the clutch in when you're stopping. See, like right now, my foot is not on the clutch, but I'm braking right now. I'm slowing down. The only way you have to have the clutch in when you're braking is when you're coming to a complete stop or downshifting. And downshifting is quite simple too. All you do is when you downshift, you hit the clutch in, push it into the gear you want it, and just release, and then there you go. So shifting again, release off the gas, pushing the clutch, second gear, there you go. That's kind of how easy it is to drive manual. But on a hilled surface, it's kind of hard. I'm gonna get to a hilled surface here. I'm gonna turn here. This is more of a hill here in front of us. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop here, and if you watch out doing it, I'm off the clutch right now, and I'm kind of rolling back. It's not to a dramatic place. But what you want to do on a hill, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. You're gonna put it in first gear like normal. And you're going to have your foot on the brake. What you want to do is at the same time you're releasing the clutch, you want to have your foot on the brake. And right when the car starts to grab, you can use like right now I'm off the brake. My car is completely stopped right now. I'm not moving. So I'm using my clutch as a brake, and then I just give it gas. And then now you're going. And that's for on hill surfaces. And it's pretty simple. You just have to get the feeling of how the clutch grabs and when it grabs. Otherwise, you're going to stall the engine if you dump or if you release the clutch too fast. And otherwise, if you surge your accelerator pedal a little bit, you're going to launch. And, you know, that's not too safe. So you always want to, I always tell people when I give them the chance to drive my car for the first time, I always tell them just keep it in neutral first, then put it in first gear, and then kind of feel how you can, where the clutch starts to grab, and that's how you're really going to safely learn how to drive manual. And do this on a back road. Don't do it in the middle of nowhere, because otherwise you get people pissed off at you. So again, that's how you drive stick shift. And again, at a stop sign like right now, hit the clutch in full gas, and then you just do it all over again. And then that's how you drive manual, guys.